There are other ways of dealing with these terrible abuses. And the other personal example I have, again, is the story of my own father, who told me that he was, before the Second World War, born and brought up in Liverpool in a very, very poor family, as most people were in those days. And his father was a plumber who would go to work, before he came home, spend most of the time in the pub, spending the money, giving only a pittance to my paternal grandmother, to look after the kids. And as soon as he'd come home drunk, he'd get out his belt and whip any kid who came in his path for no reason or another, and then set on his wife. Which is why my father, in my presence, he said, "Look, I'm sorry, son. Your grandfather was a bastard." And he hated him. But the other thing he told me was that whenever he was under that belt himself, being sort of beaten for no reason at all, except his father was drunk, he made a resolution, he told me. He determined if ever he gets through this and has kids, he will never hit them. And that's what happened. There's no way that my father could hit us. My mother had to be the disciplinarian, and even she didn't do it very well. And he became this incredibly loving father. He was a person who, in that story I tell you about, taking me down a side street of Acton in London and telling me, "Look, whatever you do in your life, son, the door of my house will always be open to you." What I later interpreted as being, whatever you do in your life, wherever you go, the door of my house, my heart will be open to you. It was unconditional love. And that was a man who suffered tremendous physical abuse as a child. There is other ways of dealing with these things. And I look at that as a way forward